Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. A few things happened since last time, off screen of course. Before I go over those, let's first take a look at my setup here. As mentioned at the end of the last episode, I went back to Narsh and rearranged my party for the upcoming area. As you can see here, I wanted to bring Celes for heals. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory there. Brought Gaul because I wanted to do something a little different for this LP, mix things up a bit. I usually never ever use Gaul in my party after I'm forced to, so this will be a new experience for me. And I did a couple test recordings, and it works out very well. Gaul is actually very effective, so I was quite surprised. And I brought along Edgar because Edgar's awesome. And the last party member is really, it doesn't matter. Between Edgar and Gaul, you're just going to annihilate everything anyways. I decided to bring Sabin instead of Locke or Cyan, just because he was close to learning his new Blitz attack, and I wanted to show that off to you guys. And besides, I usually bring Cyan with me for this part, so again, I wanted to mix things up a little bit and bring Sabin. Besides, Sabin is a monk, and monks are badass. Take a look at my equipment here. I'll list everything I bought back at Narsh in the video description for you guys. The only thing I bought from Narsh, though, happened to be 3 Mithril shields, so that way everyone in my party has a Mithril shield. I also purchased a Flail for Celes. I have green berets all around, as you can see here. Again, the HP boost far outweighs anything we're going to get for quite some time, in my opinion. It is just too good to pass up. Accessories, I gave Celes a white cape just to boost her defense and evasion a little bit, and an atlas armlet. She won't be using her magic for offense primarily, and because the Flail is a special weapon, as you can tell by that little diamond symbol next to the name, she can do full damage with her fight command in the back row, so having the atlas armlet will boost that even more, so it'll give her decent single target damage without having to use her MP, which I primarily want to save for healing, so I like that setup on her. For Sabin, just earrings and sprint shoes. I gave one of his earrings to Gaul there to increase the damage of his special attacks, just to spread out the damage bonuses between the party evenly. Also have running shoes on Gaul, again just to increase the amount of turns he gets, which would increase the amount of chances he gets to actually use a special attack. And for Edgar, I have earrings as well, just to boost the damage of his flash tool. And I have the hero ring on Edgar because it'll boost not only his physical damage by 25%, but also his magical damage by an extra 25%. So that'll really make him a force to be reckoned with. And as always, everyone's in the back row. And I think that's it. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Now, one thing I did off screen, I went all the way back to the belt to pick up a specific rage for Gaul. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Aspic. This is the sole reason why I backtrack all the way to the belt. Again, this is something I usually never do. So I was a little bit out of my comfort zone in doing this. I wasn't even sure you could get back to the belt at this point in the game, but you can. Just backtrack all the way through Mount Colds, and then the Returner's hideout, jump on the raft, which somehow made it back to where it was when we first used it to go down the Leet River. I don't know how that works, but anyways, jump on the raft. It'll take you to where Sabin started his scenario, and you just go back to the belt from there. Now, it took about 45 minutes just to get that one rage, which was a little bit ridiculous, if you ask me, but totally worth it. Aspic gives Gaul the ability to cast Bolt 3, which is the most powerful lightning magic in the game, and he's only level 16. It's pretty abusive, especially for an upcoming boss who just so happens to be weak to lightning. Oh, Gaul. Gaul. But anyways, it took me so long to just run into that one monster that I even picked up some uncommon rages like Telstar. I have Rider. What else did I pick up? Fossil Fang. What else? Those are pretty much the only ones that really stand out. I ended up getting every monster available for this point in the game, with the exception of 3 monsters near Collingin that we just haven't met up with yet, and 1 monster in the Phantom Train that I never met up with and never will because it's inaccessible. So all that said and done, here we are in Ikea, and this is something that I never knew about. In the 20 years that I've been playing this game, I never knew about this scene because, once again, I never ever used GAW, so therefore I never had a reason to go back to the Veld at this point in the game. So what you want to do is go back to the Serpent Trench, go all the way back to Ikea, and take the boat here back to South Figaro. Now you might be wondering, Kai, is that such a good idea? And that's a valid question, because the Empire invaded South Figaro, and we're not exactly friendly with the Empire, so what's going to happen? What do you mean? How are we going to sneak through? What? This music just makes it even better. What the? Whose bright idea was it to cram 4 people into a treasure box and get smuggled out of town? That is so ridiculous. Oh, game. Yeah, I never knew about that, ever. And I've played this game probably, oh gosh, 20, 30 times, maybe more. So yeah, that's a nice little scene there. I like it. Okay, so now anyways, what I want to do is go back to Collingin so we can continue our search for Terra. So I'll just meet you there when I come back momentarily. Okay guys, quick detour here in South Figaro's dungeon. Let's talk to this guy. Lone Wolf the Pickpocket. Hey, how did you get here from Final Fantasy V? Well, actually, I don't think that's the same werewolf thief from that game, but you never know, it could be. Okay, let's continue south, and hopefully not run into a fossil thing. Damn it! Ooh, preemptive, sort of. These guys are actually weak to fire. I misspoke in my last encounter with these guys. They are not weak to ice. And yes, they can turn us into zombies. We haven't come across that quite yet. They're also weak to holy, being undead, as you can see there. Now, zombie status sucks. If your whole party gets turned into zombies, it's game over. If everyone dies except for, say, 1 person, and they get turned into a zombie, also game over. Do we not have a Revivify? Ah, really, game? Let's try a tent. I don't think we can buy Revivifies yet. Man, this could be a real dick move on the game's part. It just doesn't cure that. It should. Okay, if not, I was just going to equip her with the ribbon. And then unequip it, but there we go. We can use a tent. So let's go south to the town of Jidoor and see if we can't find a new lead on Terra. Let's do some good old-fashioned exploring today. This game has a good balance between getting where you need to go and getting lost. You know what, let's try Sabin's new Blitz. It's a half circle from back to front, just like the Flame Hadouken in Super Street Fighter. Not the regular Hadouken, that's a different kind of fire, but the one that actually sets your opponent on fire. It's kind of funny how they have the same command input there. Again, I'm sure it's purely coincidence. I do want to get into a battle here in the forest, so we can run into, well, 2 new enemies, Overgrunks and those Iron Fists. They're just like their cousins, the Brawlers, only this time they will actually throw stones at us. So we want to take them out with... Oh, where's Marshall? There it is. Hopefully get a wind slash going. Oh, God. They absorb poison, so you don't want to use Trillium. Overgrunks there are weak to fire, and you can only encounter them in the forest. So keep that in mind if you're going for bestiary entries. Celes and Gaul gain levels. Very nice. But yeah, this game, it doesn't punish you for going exploring like the old Dragon Warrior games did. And there's not so much exploration that you just get utterly lost and forget what you were doing, where you were going, and just get bored to shit like in Final Fantasy 12. Yeah, that happened to me, guys. A little too much exploration for my taste in that game. To be fair, I did go back and play it a couple of years afterwards, and I actually enjoyed the game. It was pretty fun. So, there you go. Man, how far down is this place? That's it for all of the new enemies in the area, by the way. Yeah, unfortunately, the enemies here, not too challenging, especially with Fire Dance, Flash, all of Gau's AoEs. Celes is just kind of sitting by, letting all them do all the work. Oh well. She'll get her moment to shine eventually. Hey, looks like we made it. Alright. Yes, Jidoor. Oh, that's good to know. So let's see what they have here at the armor shop. Now, I already made all my purchases off-screen, but I'll let you know what I bought. You want to get a white dress for Celes, 2 ninja gears, one for Gau, one for Sabin, and the Mithril Vest that I stole from the rider back in Narsh. I just handed that down to Edgar after giving Gau the ninja gear. Make sure to sell all your old armor as well. There's a Chocobo's table. We'll be putting that to use soon. Weapon shop, nothing too special. But I do want to point out the Kaiser Claw for Sabin. It doesn't say so here, but it is actually holy elemental. So that could come in handy against certain enemies. I do want to buy 10 of each of these. The Fire Skein, Water Edge, and Bolt Edge. They're just like the scrolls from earlier Final Fantasies. Shadow can throw them and hit all enemies for the appropriate elemental weakness, so that'll be really nice later on in the game. Huh. So all the poor people up and left and made their own town. Guess we don't have to worry about an epidemic of poor people asking for change. No, that was in another town. Apparently, all poor people are liars. Huh. Well, how do we know we can trust you? Oh. Sorry, I thought there was a clock in there for some reason. Let's see. Oh yeah, we heard about that from a lady back in Collingham. Relic shop. Most important thing here, you can buy earrings. Yeah. I purchased 3 of these off-screen, for obvious reasons. If you don't have the money, don't worry about it. It's not critical to buy those yet, but you will want to do it in the near future. Class conscious, huh? I thought the poor people lived to the north. Make up your mind, game. Oh, okay, so Terra was here. Alright, looks like she went to the north. Here we have the auction house. We'll be going over that, how that works later. We can't do a whole lot there right now. Whoops. Oh my god, shut up! Thank you. Ozer? Bowser? Bowser? Is that you? Oh, okay, so apparently Celes looks like Maria. Oh, there's a tincture in that pot. Sorry guys, I grabbed that off screen as well. Yes, this isn't my first time recording this episode. I'd rather not talk about it. Picture of a lovely lady. Awesome. I like his taste. Ah, some armor. What the? Ultros? Who would want a picture of Ultros in their house? Well, I guess if you're into tentacle hentai, that might please. I don't know, never mind. I won't even go there, viewers. Well, we got the information we needed. Our lovely half-naked creature, Super Saiyan, Magic Tech Knight, Terra person lady, she was here, and she went to the north. Now, since we already... Wait, no. Damn it, okay. Now, since we already came across all the new enemies in the area, I'm just going to take a chocobo up there. Besides, our levels are pretty good for this part. I'd say we're about one level higher than we should be, actually. But don't worry, guys. That will change. Oh, the game won't get difficult. I mean, from here on out, the game's actually quite easy. Especially coming up, because we're at the point now where we're going to be taking our first steps towards breaking the game. Oh, man. Let's do a quick save here. Got a few minutes left. This is the town of Zozo, where it's raining. Alright, nice little jazzy tune for a slummy type city. Oh god, Hades Giggies, holy crap. Okay, let's go with Rodox, see if we can't one-hit KO this guy. Damn it. This guy has a lot of HP. So, Aurabolt, Drill, those are the ways to go. Be careful with this guy, he has a magnet... Yes, instant death. Haha! He has an attack called Magnitude 8, which is essentially a Quake spell. Yeah, that hurts. It does about 250 to 300 damage to all your party members. So be careful with that. You can also rarely steal an Atlas armlet if you have Lock in your party. So that's something you can go for as well. Aw, oh, come on, Gaw. Is he wearing a diaper? What is that? Hi-oh! Nothing we can't handle. Just go all out. Yeah, like I was saying, I like the aesthetic design of Zozo. It's kind of slummy to go with the poor theme that we are told about. Hey, you okay? Oh, why would I do that? But yeah, it's got a nice little jazzy tune. Reminds me of the Addams Family theme, actually. Huh. Uh-oh, new enemies. We got some thieves and some gypsies and tramps. No. Just gypsies and thieves. We want to take them out quickly, so... Where is... No, let's give Aspic a shot. Yeah, look at that spell effect. That looks amazing. Oh. Those guys aren't even weak to lightning either, and it still took them all out in one shot. Yeah, I can't believe I just made a reference to a Cher song. Oh, man. So anyways, I like coming here first every time I come to Zozo, and then we'll backtrack and pick up all the items next time. Now, there's a little puzzle here. The clock hands have stopped. Please reset the hour. What you're supposed to do is go around the town talking to every NPC, and they'll give you a hint about what time it is. They'll say things like, the second hand is divisible by 20, or the hour hand is an odd number, things like that. And basically what you need to know is they're all liars. None of them give you real information. And you're supposed to either write down what they say or remember it, and then use deductive reasoning to deduce the real time. I'm going to save you that headache and just give you the solution. The time is 6:10:50. How I remember that after all these years, I don't know. That's just the way my brain works, viewers. I can effortlessly remember the most trivial things, and then other things that are important. Yeah, I have a little trouble with those, but anyways, for solving the puzzle, we get the chainsaw. See if we can show that off. No. Oh, items. Okay. The chainsaw is a tool for Edgar. There it is. randomly it randomly just one-hit KOs enemies. If it doesn't do that, it does physical damage, just like the drill. Also pierces defense. It's a little bit stronger than the drill, but I wouldn't recommend it against bosses because most of them are immune to instant death, and it'll just miss, wasting your turn. But that's it for this episode. I'm going to call it quits here, but how good is the chainsaw? Find out next time. Until then, you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.